Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant. And very quick video lang. This is related dun sa ating annual ITR. Sad to say, hindi na nag-receive or stamp received yung mga RDOs natin. And mostly, I think, fina-follow na dahil EAFS or EAFS daw yung pag-submit natin ng ating mga attachments. So, yun yung pag-usapan natin for today. So, again, mostly sa mga RDOs, hindi na nag-stamp receive ng inyong mga ITR and attachments. So, electronically na tayo lahat, electronic na. So, that is through EAPS or EAFS. So, yon, if hindi pa kayo registered sa EAFS, I suggest mag-register na kayo so that makakapag-attach kayo or makapag-submit kayo ng mga attachments ng inyong ITR. So, just go to ito website ng BIR, itong eafs.bir.gov.ph. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng EAFS? Actually, this is the Electronic Audited Financial Statements. So, initially, yung purpose ng BIR dito is for yung mga companies that are, or entities, or persons that are required to submit yung mga audited financial statements is through online na. But since nung pandemic, napag-isipan nila na why not na gamitin tong platform na to na so that every taxpayer can use this platform to submit yung mga attachments nga sa mga ITR or the income tax returns. So ito, go to the website of the EAFS and then if hindi pa kayo registered, click nitong not registered. And ito lang yung mga details na kailangan ng information. Yung company TIN or yung taxpayer's TIN nyo, yung registered name. If individual kayo, may guidelines dito. Last name, comma, first name, comma, middle name. And for corporations, corporate name yung lalagay natin. And then the company email, and then yung RDO code nyo, and itong authorized tax agent representative, if applicable sa inyo. So, if hindi naman, if kayo mismo yung taxpayer, so yung TIN mo ang ilalagay dito sa TIN, and then yung first name mo, middle name, last name, and the email, so, and the contact number. So, mahalaga dito yung email ha, because dito ipapadala yung mga updates and if ever kalimutan nyo yung password nyo, dito nyo marireset with your email. So, remember, yung email nyo is very important. And sa pag-create ng username, ito na yung pag-login natin, yung username. And then, gagawa kayo ng password. So, ensure lang na yung password is, ito yung policies nila. Minimum at least 12 characters. Yan, one uppercase, one lowercase, one digit, one special character. And do not use your previous or last password. So, yun. If may mga details na kayo, kompleto na kayo, submit ninyo. And then you can start using na actually yung AFS. I-check nyo lang yung yung email ninyo for your login credentials. So, mag-login na tayo sa ating EAFS so that ma-discuss natin ano yung mga attachments na kailangan natin i-submit using yung EAFS. Okay, so once nakapag-login na kayo sa inyong EAFS or EAFS, ano ba yung tama? I think ano ba yung maganda pakinggan, di ba? EAFS na lang tayo. And dito tayo sa ating dashboard, punta tayo dito sa file upload. So dito sa file upload, nakalagay lang dito is yung valid na document na pwede nating i-attach is mga PDF file. And the file size limit, actually napakalaki ng file size limit niya is 4.8 gigabyte. So may mga required na file name. So I suggest na once na-scan ninyo or naka-PDF file na yung inyong ITR, proof of payment, yung mga 2307, yun yung madalas nating sinasubmit, yung SOUT, and yung validation ng SOUT, e-submission validation ng SOUT ninyo, yun yung madalas nating isasubmit dito. So required file names, hindi pa lalabas yan. Kailangan nyo mag-select muna ng period, ng month, and the year. So for our annual ITR, piliin nyo is the annual, annual TY, and then month, December 2024. So, ayan, once na input ninyo yan, if babalikan nyo yung taas, may nakalagay na doon na yung file name na naming convention, kumbaga. So, if babalikan nyo, so ito yung mga required file names yung sa inyong ITR, Audited Financial Statements, 1709, Others, and the Tax Credits. So, ito i-follow lang ninyo. You can just actually, pwede nyo i-highlight yan. And then, control copy. And then, puntahan nyo yung inyong PDF file. And then, ipipaste nyo yun. I-rename nyo. And then, ipipaste nyo ito. So, yung nakalagay lang dito, actually, ito yung TIN number ninyo. Nakalagay dyan. And yung mga naming convention nila, like ito, ITR, ayan, TY, 12-2024. So, December 2024. So, ganun din, audited FS, if ever applicable sa inyo, i-highlight lang ninyo yan, and then, i-copy, and then, i-paste. So, mamaya, mag-example tayo. So, ito yung naming convention, kasi if mali yung naming convention nyo, hindi nyo ma-attach yung file. So, kailangan nyo talagang i-follow. So, if tanong niyo ano ba yung mga usual na i-submit dito sa EAFS? Ito nga, applicable sa atin, income tax return. So, yung basis nito, actually, pakita ko lang sa inyo ha. So that you will know ano yung mga others, especially dito sa others, di ba? Because napakadami. Ano ba yung others? Ano ba yung other files na pwede natin or kailangan natin i-submit using the EAFS? So, dalawa yung source natin dito is the RMC number 49-2020. So, 2020 pa to. The year 2020. So, nakalagay dito, ano ba yung mga files na kailangan natin i-submit. And, kita nyo dito sa file 1, yung mga files na isasubmit niyo is if manually filed kayo, is the income tax return, 1701, 1702, stamped by the authorized agent bank, and the proof of payment. But, if electronically filed naman kayo, ibig sabihin nag-EFTS kayo, or nag-EBIR form kayo, yung isasubmit niyo is just the filing reference number or the email notification. But in most cases, yung sinasubmit talaga is ITR, kasama na yung filing reference number or yung income tax return receipt, sinasali yon, and yung proof of payment. So for me, I think mas okay na yung kompleto kaysa kulang, di ba? So yun na lang ifa-follow natin is yung reference, yung email, yung tax return confirmation email, and then yung ITR mismo, and the proof of payment. Yun yung isa-sample natin mamaya. And then, audited FS. So, hindi ito applicable sa atin. So, ito yung mga, if you would want lang, if applicable sa inyo, if you would want to read, ito yung mga applicable na RMC. Number 49-2020 and the RMC 43-2021. So, mostly hindi ito applicable sa atin yung financial statements. Again, if 3 million pababa kayo, hindi kayo required ng audited financial statements. But if you are availing itemized deduction, automatic yan, you are required to submit unaudited, kahit hindi audited, meaning financial statement siya, but hindi siya audited by independent certified public accountant. So, yun lang, itemized deduction. But if 8% kayo or 40%, hindi kayo required mag-submit ng kahit ano pa mang financial statements. So, yun, proceed tayo. Ayan, so, yung iba kasi dito, may amendments kasi dito, so we would refer na dito sa RMC number 43-2021. So, mas complete na to, so mas updated. Ito yung pinaka-latest. So, ito yung mga i-attach natin. File number 3, ito is the BIR Form 1709, Information Return on Transactions with Related Party. So, hindi ito applicable sa atin in most cases, malamang sa malamang. And itong file number 4, dito na tayo. Dito na tayo, yung book sa ating mga files na kailangan natin i-attach is the BIR Form 2307. So, nasa file number 4 siya. Ayan. And Certificate of Final Tax Withheld, 2306, if applicable sa inyo. And 2316, if applicable din sa inyo, especially yung may mga multiple employers during the year, or yung mga tinatawag natin na mixed income earner, so applicable sa inyo. Kailangan nyo i-attach yung 2316 niyo from your employer. So, tandaan nyo, sa number 4 siya, i-attach file number 4. So, ito, mga foreign tax credits, and proof of other tax credits if applicable. So, file number 4 siya. And sa file number 5, diba? Napakadami, no? File number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, dito na tayo sa others. Ayan. So, sa others, ano ba yung mga others na applicable dito is Certificate of Income Payments not subjected to withholding tax. So, malamang sa malamang, hindi ito masyadong applicable sa atin. duly approved tax debit memo. So in most cases, wala din. So proof of prior years excess credits if applicable. So if ever may mga prior years na excess or mas malaki yung binayad niyo compared sa tax due niyo, pwede niyo i-carry forward dito. So i-attach niyo lang yung previously filed na ITR ninyo. And then for amended return, so proof of tax payment and the return previously filed. And ito na yung applicable sa atin. Sa others, pala ilalagay yung inyong SOUT o yung Summary Alpha List of Withholding Agents of Income Payment subjected to withholding tax. So yung 2307 natin, again, kailangan natin ng Alpha List nun. Kailangan natin yung i-download yung Alpha List data and validation entry. Alpha List entry and validation from the BIR, and then kailangan natin i-submit yung SOUT natin through e-submission. So, kailangan natin i-attach yung SOUT mismo and yung validation naman ng e-submission. So, yung email, kailangan din natin i-attach doon sa EAFS. Diba? So, I think ito na yung mga applicable sa atin. 2307, 2316, and the SOUT and the e-submission validation report. So, ito, magsasample na tayo ha. Balikan lang natin ulit yung ating EAFS na website. So again, dito sa EAFS website, ito yung i-attach natin or isa-submit income tax return, audited financial statements if applicable sa iyo. 1709, again, ito yung mga related party transactions. In most cases, hindi ito applicable sa atin. The tax credits natin, the 2307, and the other, yung kanina, yung na-mention kanina, yung mga other mga memos na applicable sa atin. And yung others, so sa others natin, ilalagay yung SOUT and yung validation, e-submission validation. So, ito, mag-sample na tayo ng ating mga files. So, yung key lang dito is, mas maganda pag i-merge na natin or isang file na lang, lahat ng 2307 natin, i-merge natin into one file. So, ang gamit natin dyan, actually, ano lang yung gamit ko, yung I love PDF. So free lang 'yon. It's just a web-based na na website na pwede niyong i-upload yung PDF nyo and siya na mag-merge for free for a free. So ito, mag-sample tayo ng 2307. So ito yung file number 1 na kailangan natin. So hinanda na natin. We need yung ating tax return receipt confirmation, yung ating annual ITR, and yung annual ITR proof of payment naman. So, i-merge na natin siya. Again, yung na-mention natin kanina, I love PDF lang yung gagamitin natin. Kita ko sa inyo. Ito, this is the website, ilovepdf.com. And ito, merge underscore PDF. Ito, select PDF files. So, ito, isa-select na natin yung mga related doon sa annual ITR natin. First is the tax return receipt. And then, yung ating annual ITR itself and the proof of payment. And then open. Ayan. So, i-rearrange lang ninyo. So, yung first page natin, ito yung lalagay natin, the tax return receipt confirmation, the annual ITR proof of payment, nasa huli ito dapat. So, i-arrange lang ninyo. Ayan, annual ITR and then the proof of payment. And then, click nyo lang itong merge PDF. And then, ganun lang kabilis, di ba? And then, download merge PDF. Ayan. Ayan. Annual ITR merge. So, magsasample na tayo. I-upload to natin using the EAFS. Balik tayo sa EAFS na website. Ayan. So, again, i-follow natin yung naming convention for the income tax return. So, ito, i-copy to ninyo. Control-C. And balikan nyo yung file kanina. And i-rename to natin ang merge. Ayan. Rename nyo. And then, Control-V. Ayan. So, ito na yung file niya, EAFS, and the TIN number and the naming convention na acceptable doon sa ating EAFS na website. So, balik tayo dito. So, pwede na tayong pumili. Choose. Ayan. And then, piliin natin yung merge na, and then at the same time, rename na yung file name. Click nyo. Uploading file. Ayan. So, successfully, na-attach na natin yung ITR. So, audited financial statements, if applicable sa inyo, ito yung file name na ilalagay nyo. Itong nasa taas. Since in our case, hindi tayo required to submit audited financial statements, so wala tayong isi-select dyan. 1709 and its attachments, wala din at applicable sa atin. So, dito na tayo sa tax credits. So, again, yan yung mga tax credits. So, ito yung 2307 and yung 2316. Dito ilalagay. Double check natin. So, confirmed po, file number 4. Yung laman ng file number 4 natin is the 2307, ayan, 2306, 2316, 1606, proof of foreign tax credits, and proof of other tax credits. So, i-prepare natin yung mga files na applicable sa atin. So, for example, we have 2307 and 2316. So, ito, i-merge natin yung mga 2307 natin na mga files. Ito, select PDF. Ayan. So, kita ninyo, madami tayong 2307 na applicable. So, these are from different companies. For example, ito, AOT, DBZ, Haikyuu, Naruto, One Piece, and One Punch Man. Diba? So, ito, i-merge natin sila lahat. I-select lang ninyo. Ayan. So, if may mga other files pa kayo, i-add lang ninyo. And then, click nyo itong Merge PDF. And then, download Merge PDF. So again, kailangan natin siyang i-rename using the naming convention na gamit ng EAFS. So balik tayo sa EAFS. So for the tax credits, ito yung naming convention. So yung XX sa dulo, papalitan nyo ng 01 hanggang 99 daw. So in our case, dalawa yung applicable sa ating tax credits is yung 2307 and the 2306. So 01 yung 2307 natin, yung 2316 will be 02. So i-rename na natin. 01 for the 2307. And then if may 2316 kayo, 02 naman. Ayan. So, pwede na natin silang i-upload doon sa EAFS. So, dito tayo sa Tax Credits 1. Select natin yung 2307 na merge. Ito yung renamed na. Click nyo. Uploading file. Ayun, successfully. And then next is yung sa 2316 natin. So, Tax Credits 2 na naman siya. Tax, ito. Select nyo. Uploading. Ayan. So, last na tayo. Itong others. So, again, yung mga others natin is yung South and email, the e-submission email validation. So, i-merge natin yung dalawa and then i-upload natin to dito sa EAFS using, again, itong yung file name. Ito, others. So, yan yung ilalagay natin. So, let's prepare the file and then i-merge natin yung mga files. So, ito, na-prepare na natin yung files natin, yung South, yung summary mismo, in PDF, and email, yung e-submission validation report. So, i-merge natin yung dalawang files into one PDF. So, ito, select natin yung dalawang files. So, select natin yung South and e-submission validation report. Ito, click niyo yung Merge PDF. Ayun, so na-merge na natin and then download the merged PDF. Ayun. So again, yung gagawin natin is i-rename natin to according dun sa naming convention ng EAFS. This one, rename. Yan. And then upload. So dito na tayo sa others. Choose. And then itong EAFS. Yan, uploading file. Hintay lang natin. Ayan, so successfully, Di ba? Yun, kapag na-attach na natin yung mga kailangan natin na attachments, yung ITR, yung 2307, 2316, and yung South and email e-submission validation report. So pagkatapos nyo i-attach dito sa EAFS, i-click nyo lang tong submit. Ayan, so may statement of undertaking and accept nyo lang. And then after which, once na-accept ninyo, mag-i-email naman yung EAFS na successfully na-receive or successfully na-upload nyo yung mga files using the EAFS. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. Hindi ko na lang to i-accept because may mga kulang pa sa files ko and this is just for ano lang natin demonstration. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. If may mga tanong kayo about dito sa EAFS, and again, hindi na nag-stamp received yung mga RDOs natin and kailangan talaga through EAFS or EAPS yung pag-upload natin ng mga attachments to our ITR. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. If may mga tanong kayo, comment down below. And thank you again for watching. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pinoy Accountant. And I'll see you again next time.